Spend time online and see the pitch. Type a prompt, hit enter, let AI handle execution while you sit back and collect the revenue. Denovo claims to take a single idea and spin up a pitch deck, branding, and a live website in just 8 minutes. Then there's Yapper, an agent promising to write, voice, and edit a full-length video entirely from a text prompt. Or take ShipperMax. Type a game concept, build in 1 click, and publish in 48 hours. Triple generates instant 3D models from plain English, while Pickle claims to act as your digital clone to handle your Zoom calls autonomously. These 60-second marketing miracles hit a wall when you actually try to deploy them. Behind the shiny one-click buttons lie massive operational costs that the viral threads conveniently omit. This diagram sets up our evaluation framework. To use these tools, we map the initial promise against the hidden trade-off. We ignore subscription fees to focus on true costs, the hours you spend fixing errors, and the reputational damage caused by unedited output. Trading away initial creation time for a complete loss of quality control is a massive gamble for anyone who doesn't understand the technical limits. Denovo, Yapper, and ShipperMax all share a specific workflow, the single prompt generation. Watching a complete business plan or a playable game materialize on your screen with zero manual effort provides an immediate dopamine hit. However, because these systems train on standard public datasets, the content they produce is mathematically bound to the absolute average. Taking unedited output straight to market leaves you with a product that looks exactly like everything else. You lose your competitive advantage immediately. This chart illustrates the trap. Saving a few hours on the initial draft creates a massive time debt later as you struggle to force that generic output into something worth selling. This is particularly dangerous with ShipperMax's promise to automatically publish games directly to Steam. Flooding a storefront with unedited, low-effort games annoys players and triggers algorithmic penalties, destroying your developer credibility. Skipping the actual labor with these tools leaves you acting as a mere distributor of identical, unremarkable products. Triple shifts the focus to specialized assets, generating 3D models from plain English text. Getting a visual, three-dimensional asset in seconds is genuinely useful for rapid prototyping and roughing out a scene layout. The gap between prototype and finished product lies in topology. This shows the underlying geometric wireframe of the 3D model. Current AI generation produces messy, unoptimized topology. When attempting to animate this in a professional pipeline, bad geometry causes the model to tear and glitch. A professional 3D artist must manually delete the bad geometry and rebuild the wireframe by hand before the model is actually usable. Triple works as a highly effective sketchbook for blocking out ideas, but it fails as a factory for final, polished deliverables. Pickle takes automation into the professional sphere, attending Zoom calls as your digital avatar. Reclaiming hours of your workday by skipping mandatory meetings is a seductive concept. You record a single video to train a large language model to speak with your face and your voice, running the interaction autonomously. The danger is the potential for live hallucination. Your clone might confidently agree to a deadline or budget during a negotiation you cannot actually fulfill. This diagram shows the extreme asymmetry of the risk. You are gambling the structural integrity of your business just to save a tiny fraction of your day. Saving 45 minutes on a calendar invite is never worth the risk of permanently destroying a professional relationship. The cumulative lesson from these tools reveals a clear boundary for how we should view AI automation. This flowchart defines the difference between a zero-to-first draft engine and a zero-to-finished product engine. The AI generation physically stops at the draft stage. Treating a draft engine as a final product engine is the root cause of the low-quality AI slop currently flooding the internet. Think of these viral tools as high-speed cures for a blank page, providing a starting point that humans must still finish. This scorecard determines if these subscriptions are a business asset. The solo prototyper benefits most. Using Denovo or Triple for ideation and internal assets bypasses writer's block. Seeking passive income faces the highest risk. Pushing unedited AI direct to consumer guarantees failure. If you are considering sending a Pickle clone to represent you, remember that professional trust takes years to build and only one hallucination to break. AI is exceptional at automating isolated tasks, but human presence remains the requirement for real relationships and final quality.